All right, let's get to our top 5 games for Week 6 of the 2025 NFL season. So, Josh, you were getting this list together right before we came on the air tonight, so I'm going to go first on this one, and I'm going to see.
Volunteer. I was basically going to volunteer you to go first anyway.
Okay, so I'm going to go for number 5 to number 1. Spoiler alert, real quick. I do not have tonight's game between my Eagles and the New York Giants on the list. Number 5, we are going to one of the Monday Night Football matchups. This one is down in Atlanta. We talked about this a little bit earlier. Bills at Falcons. The Falcons are coming out their bye. They still actually have a chance to win this NFC South division if they keep winning games. Michael Penix is very good inside of a dome. How will Buffalo react now? Back-to-back primetime games, pretty much being embarrassed in their home stadium on Sunday night against New England. They struggle against the run. It's a very intriguing matchup to X's and O's wise on the field there in Atlanta. Number 4, Sunday night, the rematch of the opening game from the 2023 NFL season between the Lions and the Chiefs. I've already went through the Lions schedule and talked about it. Are the Lions for real? And for Kansas City, this will be the last game they play before Rashid Rice makes his return to the field. And will that defense respond after a terrible second half, especially Chris Jones? You know he was getting called out on film during the week. I expect him to have a big game, and we'll see if that Lions offensive line has been as good as in years past. At number 3, you know the game, the other Monday night game, the Hail Mary game, Bears, Commanders. Do I need to say no more about this game? It basically drove the Commanders all the way to the NFC Championship game, and it pretty much put Matt Eberflus out of a job in Chicago. This is a revenge spot for Caleb Williams and the Bears potentially. Number 2, a game that coming into the year, I never would have thought would have been on the top 5 games of the week, let alone at number 2. How about Seahawks Jaguars?
I know.
Like Sam Darnold versus Trevor Lawrence. Sam Darnold, the number 3 overall pick in 2018. Lawrence, the number 1 overall pick in 2021. Both getting reclamation projects. And then number 1, can they keep the momentum going off a crazy upset last Thursday night? Could it be Mac Jones? Sounds like it's going to be Mac Jones and not Brock Purdy, with whatever cast of receivers he's got with him. Going down to Tampa, the Bucs always play close games. Will they find a way to win a game by more than 3 points?
San Francisco went into Tampa last season and won that game on a last-second field goal. But just to touch on the Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold stuff again super quick, Josh Rosen has to be somewhere just going,
I thought he was, for the record, I thought he was going to be the boss. I thought he was going to be the one that, so I am right on that. I fought a lot of people on that draft because everybody kept telling me the 2 best quarterbacks in the draft class are Sam Darnold and Josh Rosen. And I said it was going to be Josh Allen and Baker Mayfield. I didn't know Lamar was going to work, but
like the fact that Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold have resurrected their careers to the point where we're considering both of them to be in the great to maybe elite tier is hilarious. We know Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson are already there because they've won MVPs and gotten close to reaching the Super Bowl. And then there's Josh Rosen, who's probably bagging groceries somewhere.
You combine the 2018 class with the 2024 class, and that's where we're getting a lot of this influx of youth at quarterback right now.
We could be saying the same thing about the 2021 class, maybe.
No, it's just Lawrence.
Yeah, good point.
Justin Fields is not working. Zach Wilson's not in the league anymore.
And Trey Lance, no.
Trey Lance is a backup, and I believe he's with the Chargers now. He's with the Chargers.
Yes, but Mac Jones is working now in San Francisco. And if you remember, Kyle Shanahan wanted Mac Jones. He didn't want Trey Lance.
Yeah, and I'm telling you right now, spot me the difference between Mac Jones and Brock Purdy, because I can't.
Yeah, but San Francisco is going to have to go back to Brock Purdy because, well, they gave him the massive contract.
All right, go ahead and give us your top 5 games.
Okay. First of all, honorary mention, but not on my top 5. I considered it. Dallas Cowboys at Carolina Panthers. Dak Prescott is very much in the MVP conversation. You and I both thought Dallas would be terrible this season, and yet their defense is trash, but Dak is lighting it up so far this season. And then with Carolina, yeah, will the real Bryce Young please stand up? Good God.
You've been saying that for 3 years, buddy. I think it's time to move off the take.
Because, you win 30-0 against Atlanta. You get blown out by New England. And this past week, you lead your team on a miraculous comeback against the Miami Dolphins. By the way, the commentator in that game was awesome. I think he's the play-by-play guy for the Charlotte Hornets.
He is, which I'm sorry. That's one of the reasons why he was so electric. I can't believe people are missing this.
Yes. I want him to be a regular NFL broadcaster on Fox. If he did the Super Bowl, that would be awesome. Oh, my God. But Cowboys Panthers is an honorary mention, but not on the list. But I felt like it was worth saying anyway. Okay, so we basically have the same games, little bit of a different order though. All right, so number 5, I am going to go. Actually, I have one different game than you because I want to see how does Kyler Murray bounce back, or not just Kyler Murray, all of Arizona after that total debacle.
Yeah, that was my 6th game. I considered it.
Okay. Cardinals, Colts. The Colts are coming off an absolute whooping of the Las Vegas Raiders. Everybody is singing Daniel Jones's praise, and is he in the MVP conversation and all this and that. Meanwhile, Arizona had like I said, absolute meltdown against Tennessee. So it's an interesting contrast of where these two teams are coming from coming into this matchup. Plus, you have Marvin Harrison Jr. playing in Indianapolis, where, of course, his dad made a huge difference for the Colts, Marvin Harrison. So I have that game at number 5. Number 4, I agree with you about Bills-Falcons. Buffalo coming off of that hard-fought Sunday night loss at home in what is most likely going to be their final Sunday night game in their current stadium. And Atlanta coming off their bye. We'll see how Buffalo does going against another lefty quarterback. Number 3, this is actually where I have Lions-Chiefs. So a little bit lower than you do.
Higher.
Okay. But the reason I don't have it number 1 or number 2 is just because I don't fully trust Kansas City right now. Like I said earlier, we thought they had put it together against Baltimore, and then they blow a 14-0 lead against Jacksonville. Maybe the Jaguars are actually legit, but I'm just not sure who the Chiefs are right now. Detroit's been rolling. Granted, like you said, they've beaten Chicago, Cleveland, Cincinnati, Baltimore. Not a great sample size. So because I don't fully trust Kansas City, I'm putting this game at number 3. Number 2, the game you have at number 1. 49ers, Buccaneers, San Francisco having to travel across the country and south but they have the slight advantage that they got to play on Thursday night football. So they had the extra rest. Meanwhile, Tampa Bay had to fly back from Seattle and get ready for this game. San Francisco, of course, won this game last year on a last-second field goal. I wish they were showing this game on, I think it's on CBS if I'm not mistaken.
It is, because Jim and Tony are there.
It got flexed into the 4:30 slot instead of Patriots Saints, which why that game was ever in the 4:30 window is beyond me. But unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch it because, well, I don't have the NFL Game Pass or whatever. And then number one is, I can't even believe this game is number one for me. Sam Darnold against Trevor Lawrence. Oh Lord! But
so you don't have Bears Commanders.
Oh jeez, I'm telling you, I was like scrambling to put this list together. Jesus Christ, I meant to put Bears Commanders on my list.
Which is why I took out Colts Cardinals and moved everything up.
God.
There's good games this weekend. That's the bottom line.